Yo,
EA Sports, it's in the game. It wasn't a lucky play. That was just good football.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and themselves. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California.
my shit tweaking this morning. I gotta go fix my internet real quick.
NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Think Scooter, I'll get dirty with you.
Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And out across midfield down to the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
We'll take that.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to make it 4th down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one taken in by T. Higgins. He's got room at the 30, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Burrow going to throw again. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a throw here to his running back. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Herbert back to the air. He finds his target, Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 55 yards. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Burrow. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here comes Carter. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. 42 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got a Bengals 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44. Now Burrow on 1st down. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by and now look at this. Big gain by Funnel. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Big yardage there on the scramble. Gets a 1st down.
It's starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field go and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we
go. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Burrow.
Stop it. Do this.
He tries to force it in, and it's
Fucking
intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Good. Go.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Y'all guys mad.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Come here.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Sliding out of the pocket. Finds Spiller on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
I'm one, ready? Thomas.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A quick throw there out to Williams. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. First down, and they stick with Eckler. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
91.7 completion. I'll take that, dog.
about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. Kicker Dustin Hopkins set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be brought down to the other side of midfield at the 43. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Watson.
Ain't no way, boy.
Oh, that's it.
User alert with the DT.
Intercepted.
Give me that.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That's tough. On the road, looking to set the tone, having a nice drive, and then you throw the pick.
Not the payoff that you expected at all. That type of a drive, eating up some yardage, eating up some clock. You expect to put points on the board for your team. Instead, you've now set up the other team for a chance to score themselves.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
Come here.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
All right. Let's go.
And this is caught by Williams. And he is is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll run for the first time with Joshua Kelly. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They take a shot downfield there, and it winds up falling incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Watson on first down.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Watson now to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a
Barely
But you met
real.
fan bases that wanted
No.
it, so we're happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra
Don't
point.
take that
That's
one
it.
away.
Big play there for LA. 42 yards. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the gun, Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now it's Herbert.
Oh my God.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brent, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Going with the old fast. Let's go.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers are able to move back in front.
Great play all time.
Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7.
This one gonna be a good game.
Hopkins will kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
Here.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st down, it's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Watson.
Got him.
Pressure, and he'll go down.
I want that
Sacked
ball
back
back.
at the 31.
I want that ball
The
back.
Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll look to throw.
Stop it.
Makes the
Oh!
catch off the tip by the safety. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper, 31 yards. And the
Oh,
Browns
man.
will take the lead
Hey,
here in
what?
the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Bring this back.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
I should have picked that last one off. It was an interception. That's the last one. Rookie mistake.
The Charger drive about to get going. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
Trying to force it to
Locked
Allen,
it.
and it's intercepted.
Damn.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Got the block it easy.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And this is picked up.
How the fuck you get 1 second off
The
that?
ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway from way up at the 23. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go. And he goes down. Jacob Phillips in there to bury him for a loss of 11. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And it's going to be batted down.
GG. GG, he snapped the streak. Lucky ass pig. God damn, that was close. Alright. 770. No, that's the dude I beat. Okay, so I beat the 770, right? No, I want to see what the dude I played. They gonna tell me because I quit. Maybe that was him, man. Maybe that was him, man. That's him, man. Where that was the game? Alright, we ain't going for none of that this time. Alright.
about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Northern California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers, off we go from L.A. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And he's got room. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
And sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive to about the 35, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Another run to Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped him to 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is
Come here.
Carter's catch for Keenan Allen.
Come here.
There he goes, left side.
CD.
Touchdown, LA.
Same bullshit route you ran on me 3 times.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles will be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Garoppolo finding room in midfield and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown! Danny Gray, 38 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all to score on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. after the big play. Look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Powers through it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Eckler. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Kelly to try to punch it in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. 1st down after 1st down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
On 4th down, Herbert, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier to shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Garoppolo on 1st down. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. In his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. He's got room at the 30. He's still on his feet, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Let's finish this game.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Out to his left.
Come here.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On second down and 4, Herbert into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Open man is Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert now. They'll find Everett there, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Herbert's throwing to the hands of his receiver, Guyton.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. Again, Herbert. Throw left side is holding. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 3 yards out. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time there.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts. And there he goes, right side. 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. A dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the
3 timeouts defensively, and then reassess where we are. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Garoppolo looking to throw. And he will find his man Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So for the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll